Okay, you're on camera now.
This is shimming the saddle for Joey. So we have our standard dressage square here. We want the fleece pad, the maddest fleece pad, to go on top and make sure that both pads are always pulled all the way up into the head plate of the saddle. Then we have our two pieces of yoga mat, which are easily identifiable because they're purple, unfortunately.
I have no problem with purple.
They go right in the front quadrant on either side. You want to make sure that this inside edge is pulled up next to the lateral spine on the horse, so it needs to be up into the gullet, into the cavity of the saddle, down the gullet channel. And you want to make sure they're as evenly placed as possible on both sides. So then you make sure your girth is pointed down into the girth pocket, which is here. Joey's got a very nice 4 or 5 inch girth pocket. And your girth always billeting from the stabilizer billet first, then your point billet, and the girth should rest comfortably on the front of the rib cage.
Okay.
Saddle should look like it's plump right in the middle of the horse's back. Ideally, you have 3 spots you want to hit. Behind the scapular notch, which is there, 13th front, 13th, 14th vertebra, which is here, and in front of the arch of the 18th rib, which he clearly clears that. So even that aside, the saddle needs to sit low spot to low spot. So the lowest point at the base of the withers needs to match up with the lowest spot at the base of the pommel.
Okay.
And if you do that, you can kind of forget everything else, but scapular notch, 13th, 14th vertebra, in front of the arch of the 18th rib. Of course, his 18th rib is way back here, so it's nowhere near the back of the saddle.
Good.
And the saddle sits level, girth goes right in the girth pocket, you're good.
So I'm glad I kept the Superior saddle instead of selling it and stuff, because actually this Superior saddle fits better than the Warndorf saddle that I rode. I always used to, riding with him and stuff for the longest time here. So yeah, and it's also very important that he has a very thin pad and also a fleece pad as well here. So yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get another fleece pad just as a backup in case, because this is the only one I have.
And if you do, get one that's a shim pad. Get the
Get the
correctional
shim pad that you showed me.
So then you can cut your shims and put it in here.
Okay.
You can also go get your own yoga mat, make a template, and you can make shims to put in this to use as an alternative.
Nice.
You'd have 1 shim in the back on each side.
Most cost effective
and possibly
that way,
2 or 3 in the front. You'd have to figure that out as you went.
Nice.
But yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
You're good.
And then the next thing I'm going to do is just to get Dr. Roosh over here for a soundness check and put the saddle on and pretty much ride him and check on his hind legs here, because what Terry had mentioned to me, that he does seem to drag himself each time when I ask him to go forward, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, okay. That's pretty much it here, and I'm gonna do just that, and hopefully he'll be more sounder. Thank you very much for your time, Terry.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.